Very light, very hard being picked up by the radar here. But there are a few out there, and there could be some drizzle as well. Now, with temperatures kind of borderline in some places, some of that could be freezing drizzle. At the airport, 35 under a cloudy sky right now. And we'll notice numbers drop into the low 30s as we go through the rest of the night with some flurries or snow showers passing through. Blustery, cold on Monday. Your complete forecast coming up. Jet 24 Action News starts right now.
From your news leader.
As the COVID-19 death toll nears 300,000 nationwide, the Pfizer vaccine is being shipped out to all 50 states. Fire crews are still investigating after a fire guts a house in Corey.
One local Fairview church is making sure the community is having a Merry Christmas tonight. We'll tell you what they're doing.
Live in high definition from your news leader. This is Jet 24 Action News at 11.
New at 11, Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine is on the move. The first shipments now headed to over 600 sites across the country. ABC's Zorine Shaw reports healthcare workers and residents in long-term care facilities will be the first to be vaccinated.
Distribution of Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine has begun. The first shipments leaving Pfizer's manufacturing facility in Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Today has been the most extraordinary experience of my career. This vaccine today gives us the promise and the light at the end of that tunnel.
FedEx and UPS handling the deliveries to 636 locations. Those deliveries expected to arrive Monday at 145 sites, 425 on Tuesday, and another 66 sites on Wednesday. These sites, all hospitals and other major hubs with ultra-cold freezer capabilities.
That Monday would be a better first day for the launch because it's a regular business day, so you could ensure that all the administration sites were fully staffed and all of them were open.
The vaccine will be paired with kits containing syringes, alcohol swabs, a solution to dilute the vaccine, safety gear, and vaccine reminder cards. These deliveries cannot come soon enough for overburdened healthcare systems. Nationwide, more than 108,000 Americans now being treated for the virus in the hospital, a 10% increase since December 1st. Healthcare workers will be among the first people vaccinated.
So we're going to have a priority to the individuals that have been caring for COVID-19 on the front line.
Memorial Hermann Healthcare Center in Houston has been preparing for their ultra-cold freezers and practicing administering the vaccine. But recent polls have found between 25 and 40% of Americans are not willing to be vaccinated.
We need to address their fears and concerns. We need to roll this out in a way that provides confidence to people, but we also need to be transparent.
Health officials say it could take several months to get everyone vaccinated and urge Americans to continue wearing masks and practice social distancing. Zorine Shaw, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Local health officials are calling the vaccine a major step towards eradicating the COVID-19 virus. Pfizer vaccines will be delivered to local hospitals, including UPMC Hammett, sometime this week. The Pfizer vaccine is administered in 2 doses, patients receiving a second dose 21 days after the first one. One Erie resident says despite how quickly the vaccine was made and approved, she will definitely be getting one.
I work in a COVID ICU and I feel, comfortable with the information that is out there. Family too. I think we have to do whatever we can to, keep our families safe, our friends safe.
Here's a look at the number of COVID-19 cases in the region, including the latest numbers across the Commonwealth. Erie County seen an increase of 217 cases. The total stands now at over 8,400. Crawford County reporting 111 new cases. Warren County reporting 26 new cases. Their total now stands at 781. Ashtabula County reporting an increase of 46. Chautauqua County continues to report 2,193 cases. Across the Commonwealth, there was an additional 10,684 new cases reported. That brings the total now to over 491,000. 129 more deaths were reported. The total number of people that have died from the virus since March now stands at 12,565. Jet 24 Action News is your local election headquarters. President Trump and his allies have lost nearly 50 lawsuits trying to change the outcome of the election. ABC's Faith Abube reports that time is running out because the Electoral College will cast their votes tomorrow. which is the next step in making President-elect Joe Biden's victory official.
The 538 members of the Electoral College will cast their votes Monday for president and vice president, the next steps towards making President-elect Joe Biden's victory official. But on Saturday, thousands of people took to the streets in Washington, D.C. in support of President Trump's efforts to change the outcome of the election. Trump and his allies have lost to nearly 50 cases in court since Election Day.
No judge, including the Supreme Court of the United States, has had the courage to allow it to be heard.
The Supreme Court rejecting a second lawsuit aimed at tossing out millions of votes.
The reason the Supreme Court is not taking this is not because of a lack of courage. It's for the same reason that every court has thrown this out. It's a lack of evidence.
A judge President Trump appointed in Wisconsin adding one more defeat Saturday, writing in a decision, quote, he has lost on the merits. And justices on the state's Supreme Court calling the president's efforts un-American.
What you want is you want us to overturn this election so that your king can stay in power.
As the president continues to make his baseless claims about a rigged election, Republicans in Georgia are looking to drive voter turnout for 2 runoff elections. Those races will determine control of the Senate.
We want to make sure that the people that vote in this race are Georgians. They're voting for their Georgia senators. So making sure we have election integrity up and down the line is very important to us.
Georgia's Republican Secretary of State says he expects a large voter turnout. Early voting begins tomorrow. Faith Abube, ABC News, Washington.
Election news anytime. You can visit our website, yourerie.com. A house in Corey was badly damaged by fire tonight. It's a story that's new tonight at 11 o'clock. The calls came in around 4 o'clock for a house on fire in the 500 block of South 2nd Avenue. When firefighters got there, the front section of the house was engulfed in flames. Everybody inside the house was able to get out safely. The deputy chief on scene says crews were able to make quick work of the fire.
Crews were able to get in, make pretty quick hit on the fire, and damage rate now is obviously fairly extensive to that side of the house, and we're currently doing an investigation.
There were no injuries reported in the blaze. Erie police are still looking for a suspect that robbed a young boy at gunpoint last night. According to Erie police, this happened outside the speed check on East Lake Road. The boy had just walked out of the store when he was approached by a masked gunman. The boy was unharmed, but police are still investigating. One man is in the hospital after crashing his car into a house this afternoon. According to Erie County 911, the car left the roadway on East Grand Boulevard, drove through several backyards, and crashed into the back of a house on East 44th Street. Nobody inside the house was injured, but the driver was taken to the hospital with unknown injuries. The season of giving and Christmas spirit continues for a church in Fairview. As many families are still struggling just to make ends meet, parishioners at New Beginnings Church are making sure children get a gift during this holiday season. It's good news tonight at 11 o'clock. Star Bodie joins us now with some details on how this church expects to give back during the holiday season. Hi, Star.
Good evening, Brian. 2020 has been a tough year for many, but parishioners at New Beginnings Church are dedicating their time to make sure more than 50 families can beat the holiday blues.
It's a small gift that can make a big difference.
I love the fact that they lift everybody. Like, everybody needs that right now.
45 parishioners at New Beginnings Church in Fairview are bringing the holiday cheer.
People signed up for gifts, put their ages of their kids, what they would like for Christmas, and through all of our angel trees and our donations from our church and a community, we were able to go shopping for those needs.
For 25 years, New Beginnings Church has teamed up with companies throughout Erie to donate gifts to families in need. People had the chance to drive by, pick up their gifts, and even say hello to the man himself, Santa Claus.
Some community members we spoke to say a little support goes a long way during this holiday season, especially as hardships continue.
It's been really hard with Corona and slowing everybody's jobs down, and all the stores shutting down, so it's really nice to have people to reach out and that are helping the community like this.
After receiving generous donations from the community, parishioners had the chance to go shopping for families to make their wishes come true.
More than 150 children will be receiving a gift. We spoke to volunteers. They tell us the best part of the event was simply seeing other parishioners and community members from a safe social distance. Brian?
Star, definitely a story that we need to hear right now. Thank you very much. Coming up on Jet 24 Action News, the Security Council announcing the Treasury and Commerce departments have been hacked and warned that other federal agencies could have also been hacked. First, here's Craig with the forecast. Hey, Craig.
Brian, so we're